Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Alan. Take it away.
Ah, good morning. Sending love to all. We are going to start as usual. We say the prayer from the first book, Clarion Call, and you can picture your Merkaba spinning around you, one pyramid pointing up, the other pointing down, intersecting each other, bringing in clean, fresh breath in, deep, out long, holding at the top and the bottom. Then we will do the violet flame 3 times. Lord Metatron, I ask to be taken to the next level. I ask for divine protection in all that I do. I ask for my abundance to be brought forward to me. I ask for all my karma to be cleared, and I ask for my prayers to be answered. I ask for my meditation to be successful. I ask to be led in the right direction. May I have the synchronicities that I may join with my own soul group and be raised to the higher level. I ask that I be pointed in the right direction, to eat the right things, drink the right things, speak the right way, and act according to my design that the plans of the heavenly hierarchy are fulfilled. I ask that my abundance benefits others, and my actions speak louder than my words, but that my words are pure, sweet, and enjoyable. I ask to take my place in the Galactic Council, and that I am made worthy, and the husk of negativity is taken away. I ask that all that I say and do is in alignment with divine will, and that I become my divine self, so that I may walk forward into my mission, and that I have the energy, strength, and power to fulfill my mission. I ask that my active and passive side join together in my Merkaba, and that I am fully emancipated. I ask this in your name. Picture your Merkaba around you, from the core of your heart chakra, and we will repeat the violet flame. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. In action in me now. I am the violet flame. To light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. In action in me now. I am the violet flame. To light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. In action in me now. I am the violet flame. To light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone.
I am Archangel Metatron, the angelic presence that encompasses the universe. Do not worry, do not fear. You are being brought to the next level of your evolution. mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Physical part of you is changing, transforming, becoming aware of your divine nectar, becoming aware of your Merkaba, becoming aware of your toroidal field, becoming aware of your chakras, becoming aware of the way that you can use these subtle energy tools within your experience to transform your physical experience. You're opening to this. As you open to this more and more, and there is less focus on the outside of you and more focus on the internal aspect, you open up to deeper and deeper points of bliss. Clearer you become, more bliss you can hold. Bliss you hold, more you can create your outside reality. This is having a knock-on effect as you're opening up to the internal bliss within that is showing you the external utopia that you're moving forward towards. Utopia in this sense, transform all things as you raise consciousness. Everything has been changing since your expansion, awareness, since your leap in communication happened a decade ago. Becoming aware of each other, you're becoming aware of your capabilities, you're becoming aware of your history, you're becoming aware of all of the systems of control that have been put in place, the many different forms of governance that you have put upon each other, the different countries and the different places around your globe. You're coming to one. You're coming to the singularity point. The singularity point in this respect is the next leap in your understanding of your societal ascension. Your societal ascension will take the next leap as you open up to the next stage of your internal awareness, your spiritual awareness, your expanded bliss, your understanding that others do not have to affect your state. When you recognize that you are the master over your state, transform this. Open up to the bliss within, that you open your Merkaba, to understand that you have a Merkaba. The majority are still sleeping, but it only takes a small rudder, massive ship, to change the direction of that ship. Are the rudder as you open up to your higher point of consciousness. Feel the power of this within as you open up to your bliss. Feel the power of this within as you open up to transform your reality. Feel the power of this within as you open up to your limitlessness. You are limitless beings. Everything that is happening now, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, is bringing you into this place of understanding. You can create your reality. It does not have to be put upon you by others. Everything is an evolution. You recognize that you are at the cutting edge of that evolution. You allow yourself to clear your energy system. As you allow yourself to clear your chakra system. As you allow yourself to clear the path for the divine nectar to drip from your pineal gland. As you allow yourself to open up to this understanding, begin to visualize in your mind with your third eye, sitting in this place, connecting to your heart, connecting with the golden cord from your third eye to your heart space. And you spin your Merkaba, everything becomes more clear in your reality. Transcend this to the point of oneness. 0 point. Are this 0 point. All beings come from this point. Everything within your physical existence can be transformed. Everything within this physical existence can be healed, no matter what you believe your ailment to be. mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically, as you align to this, as you trust in the path that you're on, your heart opens, come into the deeper part of your emotions. From this place of love, everything is transformed. The knock-on effect is already happening all over your globe. Do not worry, do not fear. Though everything is coming into this singularity, it seems as if it is chaotic. Do not pay heed to the chaos. You focus on what it is you're creating, the higher aspect of yourself, which will have a knock-on effect, bring all beings into the higher aspect of themselves. This is a transformation of consciousness that is gradual, it is incremental. It can also happen immediately, twinkling of an eye, your individual experience. Feel this, you're empowered within this. You awaken from the hypnotism, from the different points of programming that are around your whole planet right now, closing in on the collective. They're not allowing themselves to be empowered and transforming all those who are breaking free. The shackles, negative programming, is only there for control, is only there for profit. Let go of everything as you expand into the divine part of your awareness. You're opening up to the collective awareness masters. The point of the masters, they have been working tirelessly thousands of years for this time in your progression. Your linear progression has gotten to the point you're ready for that. You're able within the collective to open up your Merkabas, open up and come out as spiritual warriors. You're ready for this, ready to create within this. You're ready to be who you really are. Constraints of the negative energy of control. As you open your heart to this, come into the bliss point of the 0 point, now point. You recognize that all things happen this moment, at this time. That time is the greatest gift that you have. Get to play at being a baby, get to play at being an adult, get to play at being an old person, get to play at being frail, and you get to play at starting all over again. Within this, as you are moving to the next point of your spiritual evolution, as you get to the point where you have been perceived within your society as being older, turn this back round again and you regenerate and rejuvenate. This is part of why in your linear progression you're ready for this. Your vessels are capable of regeneration. You are capable, even at this point, of living 2, 3, 4 times the amount that you have been living in the recent linear past. As you open your Merkaba, as you regenerate and you rejuvenate, open up the next stage of this understanding. The elders within your society live for hundreds of years. This is the next stage of your understanding and breaking past the point of programming, but opening your hearts to this understanding. Say to yourself, in this, you're changing, you're capable of, you're changing, perceived to be capable of. And each point as you move forward through this becomes stronger and stronger in your awareness. More and more experience this. Just as break barriers within your sport, you break barriers within your competitions with each other, break barriers within your understanding of what it is you're capable of. So within your transcendent ability, this will become standard. It will become standard as more and more truth becomes apparent. The collective is open to your understanding of your potential as a species. You're cosmic beings. You're opening up to the cosmic light of oneness. In this place, you're becoming aware of your power. You're becoming aware of how you can transcend reality, how you can travel interdimensionally, how you can travel multidimensionally, how you can open yourself up to the true healing that will come when you recognize your limitlessness. This planet has been held under a spell that has been there in order to control you, to profit from you, to drain you of your life force. This paradigm is coming to an end, dear ones. You're becoming aware of your power. You're becoming aware of your ability to regenerate. You're becoming aware of your ability to heal. You're becoming aware of your ability to communicate, not only with each other, telepathically, energetically. Lift yourselves up into the 0 point. The oneness transcends all things. You're becoming aware of your ability to communicate with other species, with other planets, other dimensions. You're ready for this transformation. You're ready for this to transform you. You're ready to come out of this chrysalis. We have given you this analogy many times. Energetically, 0 point has been reached. The collective has come to a point of understanding your telepathic ability to project joy, to project bliss. Your thoughts, as far as the fear that you have of your thoughts being shared as a collective, transcending this, but telepathically, energetically, projecting bliss, projecting love, projecting the comfort of knowing that you're supported, you're loved, that you are one energy system. And in knowing that you're one energy system, you're supported by the collective, you're supported by the divine, you're supported by your inner self, but to play fully. When you're relaxed and you're not under point of control, this is when you're able to play. You're able to be your divine self. As the Master Jesus said, when you become as a child, then you can enter the kingdom. This understanding is recognizing that you're supported by the divine parentage of your higher self. You're supported in order to play, in order to be in this blissful place, to let go of the shackles of control, in order to let go of all conditions that would control you for profit, control you for ego, control you for aggrandizement. These paradigms are ending. You're opening to the understanding of enlightened bliss. This bliss transcends all things. This bliss brings you into the point of playfulness. Put the designs on your planet, each other, are purely beneficial and beneficent. Ready for this. Divine effulgence of yourself is becoming more ardent. You don't have to call this Metatron. You don't have to go away from your own personal tradition. It does not matter. Name does not matter. Only the love matters. The love opens up the understanding in all traditions so that the kernel of truth is opened up. You're able to embrace the fun that you're here to experience. This fun is the most serious thing there is. This may seem like a dichotomy. This may seem like a contradiction. When you are brave enough to play, you will regenerate, you will rejuvenate, you will heal, transform, transcend the dimensions. This is your natural effulgence. This is your natural state. This is the way to transform society, reality. Ascension will happen all different ways. As you come into your awakened, enlightened society, different control systems that are detrimental to the whole, be able to keep a hold of anything right now, as you are transcending reality, as you are transcending those control systems. This is why there is so much chaos in your world right now. This is why the dark agents are trying to hold on to control. They cannot hold on to control of the divine. Divine transcends all things. You are divine. Divine power of the universe is creating this reality. Spin your Merkaba, your chakras, come clear within your energy system and shine. This is all you need to do from your part in ascension. This will free you. Point of limitlessness. You're ready. What's happening in perfect timing. Power of this transcendent bliss. This moment. Feel yourself opening to this joy. So much joy that your cup overflows. You're in the blessings of the Christ. In the blessings of the Buddha. Blessings of Krishna. Blessings of the effulgence traditions that are based in love. Love is your core. Is the reality of the universe. Everything is a projection from this love to experience reality. Embrace this fully back to this 0 point. We have given you the tools and the healing book, pencil books. You have a map. You have everything that you need. This map is a reflection of what is within you. This is what all traditions based on love come from, where you will return to all this space. It's impossible. Everything is opening you to what it is you're creating right now. Metatron as well.
Wow, Robbie.
How you feeling?
Good. That was so exciting. There's so much to look forward to.
Hmm. You hear that okay? Clear enough.
Yeah, it was perfectly clear until the very end. I might have missed a word or two, but you might have been silent.
Kept saying effulgent. It felt quite effulgent. It felt quite expansive.
I just looked that word up the other day. I had never heard it. Such
Yeah.
an interesting word.
Yeah, I was talking about. They said something about that in the Galactic Council books about longevity. He's talking about,
Hmm.
and we have this perception of, I don't know, three score and ten, or like the old programming. According to Metatron, these vessels were able to regenerate for hundreds of years.
Right.
Yeah,
But it's true. I mean, they have systems, the food system, everything is all designed for us to essentially destroy ourselves.
yeah,
And then it just becomes habit.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think when we recognize, when we have the perception of that ability, it changes everything. We don't we're not limited anymore. Yeah.
I totally agree. I had just started the 21-day process. Technically, a couple of weeks ago, I started it, and I realized immediately that so many of our patterns, even our interactions with our spouse, with our colleagues, are based around food and consumption, and how much power the choice to not consume has for you to reprogram those patterns and habits.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
So powerful.
Yeah, yeah. I
Then I
feel
realized I was supposed to read book four before I did the 21-day fast. I had thought I was supposed to fast for 21 days and then I could read the book. So as I started to read, I realized I had messed it up. I stopped.
I don't think you can mess it up. I think they're structured in such a way that there's no it doesn't have to be a linear progression. I think as you read the books, you assimilate it at the pace that you're ready for. Even the 21-day fast, it's like the way that it's worded, it has different ways, what you're ready for, or what you've been doing
Yeah.
before, or what you've been doing with your diet before, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't beat yourself up
Okay.
about it. Yeah, don't beat
Because
yourself
I
up.
have been.
Yeah, and listen to your body. That's another thing. It's like when the in the 21-day in the last book, the disclaimer, I don't, I know that there's a few different people around the world that were doing different. Like there's an 8-day process. There was other 21-day processes, and people were just going without having the
Hmm.
divine nectar. They were just stopping
Hmm.
eating. They
Yeah.
were just like, well, that's me. I'm transcended, and you need to be sensible within your listen to your body, because no matter
Yeah.
what, whether it starts dripping or whether you get into the place where you're living on light, you will know at that point because the bliss will be so much. But
Hmm.
you're here to experience being human as well, so it doesn't mean that
Right.
suddenly you have to transcend everything, so don't just embrace the process that you're ready for, and the more bliss you can embody, the more powerful you will feel for moving forward. Yeah,
Okay, because I
yeah,
think I'm so pragmatic and I'm so like sometimes I'm overly serious. So I
yeah,
really wanted to approach it like very pragmatically, because it says so many times, if you follow these instructions to the letter, their words, not mine, if you
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
these instructions, then this will happen and that will happen and it's good for everybody. And I will
definitely.
want world peace. And if I have to sacrifice eating, I will do that. So it's been a process, but then as I continued, it's like say these things every day for the first week, and then there I was past the first week, and I had never even read that because I was just all confused. So I decided to like reconvene and build myself a program and give it another go.
Yeah, yeah,
But that it helps me that you say that, because in the beginning of the book, I felt like it said to prepare by raw veganism and then to juice and then to stop eating. So I thought it was like simple. But
yeah,
then after reading further, I realized that was like kind of an overview.
yes.
So I was confused, but I let myself read the whole book because I thought that you had to do the fast before you were able to read it. But I
No,
realize now that's not the
no,
case.
no. And some people
Yeah.
don't ever do the fast. Some people don't ever move forward that way because partly it's about your belief system. You know, like
Hmm.
if you about recognizing how you're programmed, you know, you might not be letting go of that yet. Do you know what I mean? Or be able to allow
Uh-huh.
yourself to move into that place. So, you know, it's a process. It's a process, and I think
Yeah.
the more and more that you let go, the more bliss you're able to feel, and the more empowered you are. You know, and the more that you'll be led to different things, because you not everybody can even read all four books. You know, some people
Yeah, I
only
know.
get past the clarion call, or some people only get past the healing book. You know, or like you're not ready to really
Yeah,
take it in or assimilate that you're divine. You know, and they're
I
structured in a
know.
way that although there's a heavenly hierarchy, there has to be a hierarchy, like in any system, in order for us to experience. You are the whole
Mhm.
hierarchy as well. Like your
Yeah.
zero point, you are the top of the pyramid and the bottom of the pyramid. You know, you're all things,
Hmm.
and it's getting you into the place where you feel yourself embodying that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not dictatorial,
Yeah.
it's not autocratic, it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm not the guru, you know, that needs to be worshipped. Do you know what I mean? It's a place.
Hmm.
It's like it's your inner guru. It's you. You're the guru. You know.
Right.
I'm just a reflection of you. You're just a reflection of
Yeah.
me. You know. So it's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that wasn't at the forefront of my mind. I like didn't really understand it. I think only like last night and today I'm starting to open up a little bit more to like my intuition and trust that and trust the feeling and flow and find that point that I've learned through yoga, that like center point between effort and ease.
Yes.
Because I've been like all effort. I'm a doer. I want to do the thing. I want to do the
Yeah.
thing right. I want to do it hard. I want to be the best. And
Yeah.
that's just
Good for you.
gotta
Yeah.
go. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's gotta
Well, that's good.
go. I
That has
need to
its
like,
place as well, though. That has its place as
yeah.
well. That yang part of action is important as well. But it's like you say, it's having the action and it's having the flow as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's getting that balance. Because you're on a surfboard of consciousness, and the wave is
Yeah.
always going up and it's always going down, and it's just about you balancing within that, and then recognizing that you are the surfboard, you are the wave. It's like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
you're the
Yeah.
both things, and that's really you coming into that balance. You opening your heart to that and recognizing, oh, actually, I've just given myself this as an experience. I've
Yeah.
just given myself this as an experience, and when I transcend that, I see it from the point of the wave and the point of the surfboard and the point of me on the surfboard. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's so helpful because I just get so down on myself if I don't achieve perfection, which is really difficult.
yeah.
And so it's
And that's
nice
a
to
construct.
remember.
That's a construct from one perspective that's good for productivity. For you moving forward and you producing whatever it is that you feel that you need to push forward. But it's also an epiphany of realizing you are perfect. You're perfectly imperfect, and you can't not
Hmm.
be perfectly imperfect because everything is perfect and nothing is perfect at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
And when you
Yeah.
recognize that you're not here, you'll never reach perfection if if it's based in your ego, because your ego is
Hmm.
always going to pick holes in it, you know. But the
Yeah.
perfection is always there from the perspective of your inner self, your love self, you know, your divine self. So you're always
Right.
perfect. You're perfect even in that journey towards perfection, because it's an experience, you know.
Right. And I think that's what they're trying to communicate when they say you just have to be. Like, I don't have to do, I just have to be in each moment. It's
Yeah.
harder said than it's easier said than done.
Easier said than done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it is if that's what you believe that it is. So that's real if that's the experience that you're having. But also when
Yeah.
you let go of that perception, then whatever it is that you're trying to achieve just happens, and that's the full.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very powerful.
Yeah.
I think it's just me and you, Shauna. Is there
I
anybody
know
else?
everyone else is in trance still, maybe.
No,
That's nice.
quite a powerful one.
Yeah, it was. It was. And I feel that too. Everything that he said, I feel that like increase of energy. I feel that like surge of momentum. And I feel that upgrade of
Yeah.
awareness and understanding and consciousness. I mean, I'm sure I still have a long way to go, but it's very powerful and so exciting.
You have a long way to go and you've already arrived, and I think
Yeah.
that's the dichotomy. That's the he was talking about paradoxes, because the 0 point of recognizing that you're already there because you are the divine having experiences you.
Hmm.
It's like everything is perfect in the moment. So no matter what it is that you're experiencing, that's right for your experience that you've asked for, that you've made for yourself. There's a great meme, and it's I think sometimes the most powerful things can be explained in the most simplistic terms. We're in a
Hmm.
we're in a society of memes. But
I love memes.
and there's one that has it's like there's a flicking finger going to flick somebody off a cliff, and it's got that's you in there, and you're the co-construct, you know.
That's so true. Yeah. That
And
is
when
a
you
good
surrender
meme.
to it, you like all there is bliss, because that's what you're here to experience. You know? Yeah.
Right. Very powerful stuff.
That's great that so you've what day are you on?
So it was really confusing because like I said, I didn't read the book. I just knew that I was supposed to fast for 21 days, and I took the approach of the first week should be raw vegan, the second week I should juice, and the third week I assumed I shouldn't consume. So I did a week of raw vegan, and then I convinced myself now I can start to read the book. So I started reading the book, and then I realized that there was a more defined prescription. So I was like, okay, that was just preparation week, and now this is
Yeah.
week one. So then I started week one and I started juicing, and then I read more. And so that was yesterday, like literally not last night, but the night before. I read more and I realized that there was like certain things that I should be repeating each day. So I got really bummed out and I thought that I had kind of screwed it all up. And then the next day, which was yesterday, I juiced and I was like, I'm gonna make this um, really a very powerful and transformative process in addition to what it already was, which it is wildly transformative. So
Yeah.
I convinced myself that I should do this like detoxifying thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I made this juice and it was so intense that it just like it honestly broke me. And I was like, I can't hang, I can't do this, I'm doing it all wrong. And I just got really defeated and I decided to reconvene. So last night I ate something vegan, but something cooked. So
Yeah.
I think I
I
am going to
think don't beat
reconvene,
yourself
but
up about it though, because remember it's a process,
yeah,
and it's like these are things they get to a point of an extreme, but the extreme is really just to release the point within you where you trust the process. It's like it all goes back to
right.
the
You're
Clarion
right.
where it
That's so
says,
true.
the synchronicities will flood your existence when you begin to trust the universe, and it's like it
Yeah.
gets you into a place where it takes away all your internal reference points and your external reference points as well. And it's kind of like, well, where am I? Where am I? Until you have to turn inward.
Yeah.
You have to turn inward. It's almost like in crises. It's like it brings a crisis, but that crisis helps you let go of the chrysalis. It brings you into the point where you actually start trusting the universe. And what that does is that activates your intuition. And your intuition is saying, well, you're okay, you're safe, you're fine. And it's not just about the diet or about the process, it's about you coming into that point within your own intuition. Do you know what I mean? And that's the point of you being yourself. And then it's not that these aren't rules, these are tools. And I think that's because it's not a dogma or a doctrine, it's just a process to help you discover you. Do you know what I mean? It's about Shauna learning about Shauna so that you can be more Shauna. More of this you want to be. Do you know what I mean? It's like I say, it's not a religion. It's not a, do you know what I mean? It's not I'm not trying to get anybody to drink Kool-Aid.
No, you're so right. And that's so helpful because I gathered that already, or maybe even just today, like this morning and last night, I was starting to come to grips with the fact like this is a process that I'm meant to trust. And the way that I am, I know that I can trust if I've done everything right. So I want to be able to look at the script and say, I did that, like check, check, check. And then I'll be able to like relax into it. But that's not necessary. Like you said, I can trust myself now and know that I'm good, or I can kind of do whatever. So I think I'm just coming to grips with that.
Yeah, and I think that's an intuitive thing as well because it helps spark open these things that are naturally there. Because even the Merkaba, there is a process in the clarion call for the Merkaba that's very valid and important, but the Merkaba can open just with unconditional love. Do you know what I mean? The Merkaba can open with just a point of epiphany, you know, in the moment, or you know, you going deep into a place of song, or you going deep into a place of literature, or you know, being sparked open by, you know, another human being, or you know, or the birth of a baby, or whatever it is that happens that opens your heart, because essentially that is what happens when you open your Merkaba. You're opening your heart fully to the divine. You know what I mean? So it's like there are certain tools that are points of catalyst, but that catalyst is for you to know better. Do you know what I mean? So it's each individual that comes to the material, it's about them knowing them. Do you know what I mean? It's not about, you know, a certain deity or a certain set of, you know, rules or anything like that. It's about an intuitive, in the moment understanding of you as a spiritual being, you know.
Yeah, book 4 was really intense, and like you said, it's a tool, and the book has honestly so many tools, especially at the end. It's like, here's a sword of light, here's a blue sword, here's a flaming sword, actually 24, and I'm like, my mind is blown. So like I think I'm like assimilating everything, coming to grips with some of it, and trying to just do the things that resonate with me most, because there's honestly too many tools, like so many tools that I would need to take this up as a full-time profession in order to like really be able to utilize everything.
Exactly. That's the thing about the point of frequency of the vibration of the words. Like some people have said, it's like these books are quite short.
Like, no, they're not.
It's not a book that's over 100 pages, you know, but all 4 books are dense enough and the words are
you could study them your whole life.
Exactly, for you to transform your whole life, and it couldn't actually be any longer. Even the healing book, you know, some people have said, oh, it's only 50 pages, and it's like, yeah, but there's no fluff in these books. You know what I mean? So it's like the
there's barely even any breaks in paragraphs. It's just a block of text. Like you just gave us everything they gave you, and we figure it out.
Exactly. And I tried to be as faithful to that as possible, because I don't even see it as mine, because I'm just a channel for it. you know. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll read over the books and I'll be like, well, that's actually quite intense. And it's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
catalyst for me in the moment, you know, to come into the bliss. So yeah, so it's a process, and I think that's important to recognize, you know, from if you're going through the process of it, that these are tools, and you looking internally is the most important thing. That's what they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to get, because there's nothing in the books that aren't in you, you know. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's not a control system. It's not trying to. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to lord it over anybody or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not special in and of
Yeah.
myself, but I'm just as special as everybody else. You know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
recognizing that point within you, and it's like, well, what does Shauna want to do? What is this catalyzing within you to bring you more joy, to bring you more fulfillment, to fulfill whatever mission you've got, which is
Mm-hmm.
tailor made to your own soul, you know, to your own experience. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm definitely trying to do that, be more conscientious of like the energy I hold in the moment and the emotions as they percolate so that I can understand it and not like succumb to it,
Yeah.
you know, through like the small self and get angry and then see someone else as separate. So
Yes. Yeah.
it's definitely a process, but there's no worthier process, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the journey to the self. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The recognition as well of your temporary, your ephemeral experience, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you recognize that it's just a little bubble. You're just a little bubble
Yeah.
in the ocean, you know. You've
Yeah.
got a certain amount of time to experience yourself being here, you know.
Right.
I think that brings you, like, I think even like facing that as the your mortality of your own vessel, you know, can bring you into a place of,
Mm-hmm.
you let go of the fear of life, you let go of, you know, of being held back. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very powerful and transformative things.
I'm so glad that you're benefiting. I'm so glad that your heart's opening with it. When
Oh
did you
my
come
gosh.
across the book, Shauna? When did you
When
when
okay, so last year, probably around not was it last year? Yeah, probably around this time last year, I discovered Shauna through the Jeff Mara podcast because I was obsessively studying near death experiences after losing my nephew.
ah
Um, so I wanted to comprehend like what happened to him, like what he experienced, where he's at, how I can maintain a relationship with him now. So I
yeah.
wanted to understand that. And I came to Shauna and it was just really striking. She's so down to earth. She's
Yeah,
so
she's
real.
lovely,
She's
Shauna.
so
Yeah,
relatable.
she is. Yeah,
She's
practical.
fantastic. I
Yeah,
Yeah, I would be nothing without her example because she's just like, this is crazy, right? And I'm like, yeah, it is crazy. But I also feel the energy. So you can't
yes,
deny that. So, and then
yes,
that's what like kind of got me in the door. And she described the book. So, of course, I immediately bought the book and
yeah,
I read the book. And reading the book, it was like somebody was grabbing me by the collar, like looking
yeah,
right in my face and being like, you. And it was just so strong and so profound.
yeah.
So I was like, no alcohol, no animal products, like just like that immediately. And I had had vegan and vegetarian diets for many years before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just jumped in head first and doing the meditations every morning, exercising vigorously every morning, like doing everything to the T. And it
Yeah,
was just like a wave through my life. Like
yeah,
my
yeah,
job changed, my home changed, my
yes,
partnership changed,
yeah,
everything just like totally lit up and completely changed. And then I held off reading all of book four because I
yeah,
thought I needed to do this thing, and it just never seemed like a good time in life to not eat for 21 days. My
yeah.
partner's Italian too, so food is his love
Oh
language, which
yeah,
is a
yeah.
whole
It's
thing.
all that pasta, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's a whole thing. And his family, and they don't understand even veganism, so it's a little rough, but they're very supportive though. So it's
Yeah,
been a journey over this past year. And
yeah,
so having just finished book four, like just allowing myself to read it, it's just like, wow,
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
overwhelming.
I
But
think I
what I
think
want to do
well,
is
sorry.
No, I was just saying I want to get the books because I've read them all through like Kindle Unlimited. I want to get the hard copies and just like be able to touch it a little bit more and study it again. And then, like I said, do the 21-day fast probably at the beginning of the year with more
Yeah,
information and understanding it more going in. Because
yeah.
I think that the second 2 weeks will be more transformative.
They
I think
are.
the first week is
Yeah.
just like acclimating your body to
Yes.
having liquid nutrient.
Yes, definitely, definitely. But be
Yeah.
intuitive about it. Do you know what I mean? Like listen
Hmm.
to your body. Your body might not be right. Sometimes, like I've done the longest that I did was with the Clarion Call was 79 days, right? And it
Hmm.
was it was that was like 3 months, and it was I was really glowing. But there's been times where I've thought that I was going to do a fast, and then my body's been telling you, no, actually, do you know what? No, you don't need to do this right now, or you've got
Hmm.
this thing, or you've got that thing, or you know what I mean? Things are
Yeah,
within your life that you need to be intuitive within yourself and recognizing that it's not
totally.
just all about like the concept of breatharianism as well, or living off of prana, living off of light is quite a difficult reach for people. It's difficult reach for me,
Yeah,
even thinking about in that term. So it's like these are points of giving us a glimpse of what we're capable of. Do you know what I mean? Or giving us a
yeah,
glimpse of what the human body is capable of, and the human psyche is capable of, and the human consciousness is capable of. Do you know what I mean? Not just
yeah.
that kind of expanded thought of breatharianism, but about how we heal, about how our
Hmm.
autonomic nervous system can transform things. Do you know what I mean? I think Wim Hof is doing
Absolutely.
great work with that as well, with the ice baths and the breath thing that
Hmm.
and all of these world records that he's broken and everything being under scientific experiments, clinical conditions to look,
Hmm.
well, actually, do you know what? We can change this ourselves with our mind, with our breath,
Totally.
with the change in our energy, and it's like this is all part of ascension for for humanity. So that's exciting. I'm really excited for you. That's brilliant, and it's
Yeah.
the way that it comes as well. It's like it's always synchronicities, and
Oh,
Sean is
yeah.
so energetic. She's so gung ho, to do it. It's really
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's so great. And I don't know if you follow her still, but she's got a whole thing going on right now that I also follow and am embedded into where she's channeling Melchizedek and Cryon.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Well, I know she's
Yeah.
a great energy, and that
Hmm.
Jeff Mara as well. He interviewed me
Hmm.
actually a couple of months ago, because
I
that
saw
was
that one. Yeah.
yeah that was the first
I was
time.
like, I know him. I know Robbie.
Yeah, yeah. It really that was when she was so enthusiastic on that, and then I came across it, and there was one night, and I was up late, and my guides were basically saying, drawing me to this podcast, and was like, "What's this all about?" And I went on. He does a one for
Oh.
his community,
Hmm.
once a
Yeah, I've
week.
thought about joining that just for fun.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, there's some really lovely people on it, and a lot of sensitives, and it's like he's really compassionate and aware
Hmm.
of the human condition, the mental condition, because
Hmm.
there's a lot of people with mental health problems as well, and it's not
Yeah.
that a lot of shamanism comes over as mental health problems, and it's just actually you've just
Yeah.
not figured out what it is how it is that you can regulate what it is that you're getting, because you're maybe
Yeah.
getting some clairvoyance or clairsentience, or or clairgustiance, or whatever it is that you're getting, but you're interpreting it in a way that makes you seem like as if you're going nuts, so
Yeah.
he's very compassionate to that as well, and that's recognizing, understanding the receiver. It's not just about what's in the
Yeah.
head, it's about the etheric part of our experience, about
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
expanded part that we are without the body. Do you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
not
Yeah.
me as Robbie, but me as a spirit, or as what I was before I was in the body, or what I'll be after I have this body. You know,
Hmm.
yeah. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of different ways of looking at it. And he comes at it with great compassion, which is lovely. And
Yeah,
that
super open-minded. He
yeah,
has And he has not only does he have like I think one day of the week or even more than that that he does near death experiences, he also has other days of the week where he talks to people like Shauna that like channel
Yes.
aliens or whatever. And
Yes.
it's like so
Yes.
many different things. And he's just so curious. And his questions are just so like they're really good. He's just like,
Yes. No, he's
tell me
really.
more.
Yeah, exactly. No, I've
Yeah.
got a lot of time for Jeff. He's really great. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's great.
Fantastic. I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah,
Thank
it's been
you.
some
Thank you
time.
for your
I'm
time.
so appreciative that you do something like this and that we have this little community because it's very outside of the mainstream and difficult to
Yeah,
discuss some of these things with other people.
exactly. That's
Of
yeah,
course, love is a language that everybody understands, but the
yeah,
details they get
Dave.
weird.
Before I go, is there anybody else that is everybody else? Did everybody else? Is there anybody? Are you all going to sleep?
Is anybody out there?
Is there anybody
No, we're
out
awake. I'm
there?
awake.
Are you
I'm awake.
awake?
We're good.
How was that, Marines?
That's me. Yeah, Marinas. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know that's what I'm saying. How was that? How was the channeling for you?
The channeling was difficult for me to follow, not because of the way that you spoke, but because of where my headspace is at.
Okay.
Me too.
I think I'm going through a lot of things, and I had a big family fight last night. That
Oh,
is,
God bless you. Okay.
yeah. So, and I got my period this morning.
Oh, God
So,
bless you.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Ah,
lot.
sending you love
Yeah,
Thank
sending
you.
you love. Send you some T-balls, yeah?
Yeah, I need it.
and strength and
Just
healing.
be kind to yourself, yeah? Yeah.
I'm trying hard. Thank
Yeah. Yeah. Just try and stay in your center. I'll put this on YouTube. You could maybe watch it over again. Yeah. Um, just be kind to yourself, you know. Same to yourself in this just now. And it's quite an intense just in the air just now, it seems like as if it's quite an intense time. So just be kind to yourself. Try and breathe. Spin your Merkaba. I love your
Thanks.
stories.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, God bless you. Yeah, you're very welcome.
Same to you.
God bless you. Lots of love. You okay, Tonya? Everybody's popping in and out of video. Nobody wants to go on camera. Thank you, Shauna. That was a great insight into what it is that you're going through as well.
Absolutely. And thank you too, Robbie. I think I'll jump off now, but I really appreciate this space and your time and your, gifts.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to Tonya and Alan. Always
Yes.
host this wonderfully, you know. Are you there, Tonya?
Yes. Thank you, Tanya and Alan.
Thank you, Shauna. God bless you.
Take care, everyone.
God bless. Thank you. Okay. Is nobody talking anymore? I'm gonna have to go.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Here's Tonya. Hiya, Tonya. How are you? Alan had to go, yeah? Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can't you're on mute. You must be on mute. You can't talk now. Okay, no worries, no worries. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Thank you so much. Thank you as always. Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting this. Thank you for as always. Beautiful, beautiful. I love you. I love you. You're so wonderful. I appreciate everything. So I'll stick this up on YouTube. Everybody, I'll have to let everybody know you're being recorded. Maybe this is a bit late. Lots of love. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Lots of love. I'll stop the recording for